Hey guys, it's just a Ginger and we're back with another video. In today's video, we're going to see if we can beat Pokemon Firered in 1 hour. Not only are we going to try to beat it, we're going to try to do an extreme hardcore Nuzlocke. Now this is something I've seen a couple people do, but it really hasn't become too popular. And not only have I seen many people do an extreme hardcore Nuzlocke, I don't think I've seen anybody try to beat a Pokemon game in an hour. Now you might be asking, is it even possible to beat Pokemon Firered in an hour? And the answer to that is no, it's not. So you might be asking, why is this guy even attempting such a challenge? Because I'm adding my own rules to this challenge. So let's just get right into the rules. I've got 2 rule sets for this challenge, the Nuzlocke rules as well as the 1 hour rules. Starting off with the hardcore Nuzlocke rules, I can only get 1 encounter after every gym. Instead of every new route, I have to earn my encounters by beating the gym leader. So that means my starter choice and my encounters are so crucial. After that, if a Pokemon faints, it is dead and it can no longer be used as regular rules. Same with level caps. I have to be at the Ace's top level or below. Now with the 1 hour rules, I can use the speed up in the emulator to be able to speed up my game, and that won't count against my 1 hour. It won't speed up the hour, it'll just speed up the game. Now you might be saying that's a little cheap, but nobody's beat this game in an hour, so I'm gonna do whatever I want. And I'm also gonna use rare candies because I'm not gonna waste my hour grinding when I can just use rare candies. And if you have an issue with that, then keep watching the video. Booyah, boom. Anyways, let's get right into the run. Alright, getting into this run, I decided to pick Firered over Leaf Green just because I've had more experience with Firered. I think I've played through Leaf Green 1 time, but I've definitely played through Firered at least 3-4 times, so I basically knew what I was doing. It has been a little bit since I have played this game. You'll notice later in the run how I kind of make a couple mistakes trying to focus on speed and forgetting the steps. But before we start our timer, I decided I'm going to give myself a little prep time. I'm able to pull the rare candies out of the PC as well as pick my first Pokemon before the time starts. So I decided my best bet is to go with Bulbasaur just because the first gym is weak to grass and the second gym is weak to grass. Some people might argue Squirtle would be better for this, but the third gym is electric, so it would run into a weakness, and I just am not willing to lose one of my encounters because I'm only limiting myself to 1 earned after every gym. Starting off, we do have our rival battle, but I do set the frame to type 3, so we have a red with Firered. Going up against his Charmander, I mean, there's nothing really you can do. I just go for some tackles. If we had Tail Whip or something, I might have gone for Tail Whip, but pretty easy to take it down and get our Bulbasaur leveled up. After that, I rare candy Bulbasaur up and make our way to the first gym. Brock is an easy sweep. There's really no issues there. And we're able to clock in our first counter on the speedrun timer. And we are able to clock it in just above 3 minutes. So 3 minutes for this first gym. I'm thinking, oh, alright, I'm doing pretty good. 3 minutes a gym, should be able to get through all the gyms. But after we beat Brock, I decide on my second encounter, it's gotta be a Magikarp. And some people might be wondering why Magikarp and why not risk it for like a Zubat or a Geodude. And the reason is because Gyarados, you can get a Gyarados right before the second gym. So that's a pretty strong Pokemon with pretty great moves, as well as just super strong stats. Also, another reason people might doubt the Gyarados is because Gyarados is 4 times weak to electric, which that third gym is going to be a little toughy. But we're able to take down the second gym very quickly. Ivysaur does get pretty low, but is able to tough it out, and we get Misty's gym badge. And with that gym badge, we actually get a Water Pulse TM, which we teach to Gyarados, which is pretty clutch because Gyarados doesn't really learn many Water-type moves. After that, we are up against our rival again at the bridge, Nugget Bridge. And we take his entire team down with the Gyarados, so really no issue there. After that, we go see Bill. Bill is doing not so great. He is a Clefairy, so we've got to switch him back, and he gives us an SSN. I decide for my third encounter, I want a Diglett. Diglett is going to be great against this third gym. It's really going to give us the boost we need, and it's got some pretty great moves with Magnitude and Dig, so I thought, can't go wrong with Diglett. And so it is a little struggle to catch it, but once we do catch the Diglett, we put it in our team and we head off to the SSN. You guys may have noticed I am not nicknaming my Pokemon just because I think it would take a little too long to nickname them, and we are on a timer. So I decided to just pass on nicknames for this run. But if you guys want, you can make up some nicknames in the comment section below. Anyways, getting into another fight with our rival, I decide to look at Diglett's stats for the first time. Looking at them, I'm thinking he's doing pretty good. Our rival's team can't be that strong, so I go to battle it. Ivysaur puts it to sleep, and I go for a Leech Seed. After that, I go for a couple Razor Leafs to take it out. After that, Kadabra comes, and I keep Ivysaur out and send a Sleep Powder, and go for a Leech Seed, just slowly healing up, making sure I keep my HP up. And then Charmeleon comes out and I get hurt badly, and I don't know what it is with this run, but I had horrible luck. Anytime I put something to sleep, I swear it just wakes up the next turn. So I send in Diglett. I'm trying to figure out what's best, a Dig or a Magnitude, but I decide to go with Dig, and I'm able to take it out. A Dig takes Raticate to half health, but then Diglett dies to a Hyper Fang. I would have thought it would have had more defense, but our Diglett must have been super weak. So yeah, that is kind of an issue with this extreme hardcore Nuzlocke. Now we have two Pokemon against the third gym. Ivysaur's out, and luckily we are able to tough it out against the Voltorb. The Pikachu comes out next. We put it to sleep as well. It uses a full heal. We put it to sleep again, and then we get paralyzed, and I'm wondering if I'm screwed here because Raichu just keeps wanting to use Double Team. But luckily, after like 5 turns, I can land a Leech Seed, so all I have to do is stall it out. I try to put it back to sleep, which I successfully do, then it wakes up. So then I just start going for Razor Leafs as Leech Seed just keeps healing us back up. So we're doing pretty good there, and we're able to get the third gym badge. Phew, that honestly was a close one. Looking at our time though, we're just about to hit the 20-minute mark. So at this point in my mind, I'm thinking, alright, so I don't think we can beat this game in an hour, but let's see how far we can get. For our next encounter, we run into a Zubat, so I catch that, and honestly it's pretty good, but as you can see here, we are in the cave that goes into Lavender Town for a good couple of minutes. Yeah, this took a little bit too long. I probably should have had some sort of map. I got lost a couple times, and it ended up adding like 5-6 minutes to our run. So literally like a tenth of our time was spent in this cave when we could have been out and getting more gym badges, seeing if we can beat the game. The emulated speed, I would say, is kind of a give and take situation because it's really good when you can get past large segments like the underground paths, but sometimes if you hold it down for too long, you can start running into walls and it slows you down. Anyways, we are able to evolve Zubat into Golbat, and man, Golbat is just OP. I know Crobat is insane, but in this game, Golbat is just killing everything, especially with that wing attack. We're able to verse off against the 4th gym's trainers, and we're doing pretty good, honestly. I get hurt, so I have to go back to the Pokemon Center after the 3rd person I battled, but honestly, it wasn't too bad. So after I had gotten healed up and I had beaten the trainers to the path to the gym leader, I really started to think, oh my gosh, I'm at the 30-minute mark. Like, we are running out of time. I really got to pick up the pace. So I start to be a little sloppy with my strategies and skills, just trying to cut corners. Basically, I'm just aiming to be able to see how far I can get. I really wanted to get 8 gems. That was my goal. Like, if I didn't make it to the Elite Four, at least I made it to the 8 gems. I've got the speed up. I've got the rare candies. I don't need to grind. I don't need to do nothing. Basically, I thought I could get very far, but as you guys will see later in this video, you'll see where I get. So at the 31 minute mark now, I am versing off against the 4th gym leader. And man, Golbat just destroyed it. I mean, I thought I was going to need to do some switching strategies, intimidate with Gyarados, but as you can see, I forgot to press the button to stop to see where I finished at. So it's going to be a little bit before I realize that, but if you're watching right now on the screen, you're going to notice I'm running all over and I'm basically heading where I shouldn't be going, because I got confused on where I'm supposed to be, and then I realized I'm supposed to be in the game corner. So at that point, I also realized I forgot to hit the button, but you can see the time jump between the 2nd and the 3rd gym, as well as the 3rd to the 4th gym. I mean, we're talking like 15 minutes, basically. But after we get to the Rocket Hideout, I take out some grunts, and I just decide I'm going to go for it, and I whooped Giovanni pretty quickly, no losses there. After that, it's Golbat, Ivysaur, and Gyarados up against my rival again, and we are doing pretty good. And then his Gyarados comes out, and I'm like, alright, this is a tough Pokemon. I've got one of these. I decide to confuse it. It goes for Thrash, super strong. I send out my own Gyarados, start doing good damage, take it down. Then Charmeleon comes out, and I Water Pulse it. So, honestly, not too bad of a fight. After that, we run into our next encounter, a Haunter. And I'm thinking, alright, I see some pretty good Pokemon accumulating on our team. So I try to put it to sleep, but it curses us, so Ivysaur gets really low, so I've got to switch out. I send in Gyarados, and I have one Pokeball, and we're able to get it. Honestly, would have been pretty upset if I missed an encounter because it didn't go in our one Pokeball. After that, we run into a trainer, and it uses Curse, and I'm just being really sloppy, and we are barely able to beat that trainer. But honestly, I need to be more vigilant. I've only got an hour, but I only have so many encounters. So as we go up to the next floor, I actually, this happened a lot. I go upstairs and I'm hitting the button so fast that I go up and down the stairs a couple times, and that's another thing with the speed up that you really got to watch for. After that, Ivysaur is up against a Ghastly, and bad confusion like just kills the Ivysaur, and I was so upset because it was my fault, really. I was being sloppy, I wasn't paying attention, and we lost our starter. So honestly, that's on me. But after that, we make it to the top of the stairs where we first off the Marowak, who goes down into simple Water Pulses. After that, we have a bunch of Team Rocket Grunt battles. So we are also approaching the 45-minute mark. So I was thinking, oh my gosh, we've got 15 minutes. Hopefully I can get another gym, maybe 2. I was really hoping to get 6 gyms at this point. I mean, I'll be honest, this was about my 4th attempt doing this challenge. I kept being sloppy, and I would lose after the 2nd gym or the 3rd gym, and I just decided I need to focus. So I slowed down a little more, and after getting the Pokeflute and making our way down, we are able to verse off with Koga, who has a level cap of 43, but if you notice, Sabrina also has a level cap of 43, so I kept my Pokemon a little lower, level 39, and decided Gyarados was going to be my best bet to start off with. The Muck is such a tank. I decide to hit it with some Dragon Rages and Leer it, and then send out Golbat, who can confuse it, do some pretty good damage, but I keep missing because of the Minimize, and he keeps healing his Muck up. But eventually we get it low, but we have to switch out. So I switch into Haunter, who goes for a Nightshade to take it out. Now this is where I was really being sloppy. I was going for Shadow Punch. I really should have been going for Nightshade because that does the amount of damage that the user's level is, or not the user, the opponent. but especially with this wheezing, I mean, you'll see I'm getting super low. I should have been using Nightshade, would have been able to take it out most likely. All my Pokemon are in red, and Gyarados is poison, so I really have to make a decision here, and I decide I've got to sack Haunter because I know Golbat's going to be fast enough to take it out. So at the 54-minute mark, we successfully get the 5th gym, and at this point, the run is basically over. I'm not going to be able to get another gym badge in the next 5 minutes. There's a huge story section coming up with the Team Rocket in the Celadon City, and I just won't be able to finish it. I can give it my all, but I will still come up short. There's just no way. It's too long. There's too many battles, and with 2 team members, yes, I can go get a 3rd team member. I'm really just at a loss here. So is it possible to beat Pokemon Firered in an hour? I'm gonna have to say no, not by hand. Obviously, if you had a computer doing this and they did all the precise moves and they got the luckiest RNG, you could definitely beat this game in an hour with speed up for sure. But by hand, I mean, I only made it to the 5th gym and I really ran out of time. Right there I tried to get an encounter to see like what it would have been. It would have been a Spearow, but I literally killed it on a crit, so that's so unfortunate. But 5 gyms, I'm gonna say I'm pretty proud with how I did. I'm gonna see if I can try this challenge in Pokemon Ruby or Sapphire. So if you guys have a preference, make sure to leave a comment below, and I'm really gonna try to finish a game in an hour. That's my goal. Obviously, if I do older games, I could get some glitches involved, but I really want to just beat it regularly, but I don't know how regular it is with speed up and rare candy. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. I try to come up with some creative videos, so if you guys enjoyed it, really make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'm going to be trying more of these challenges and trying to upload more regularly. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.